Today we will visit England, the multiracial and multicultural melting pot where all races and all religions live in perfect harmony. This is Savile Town, perhaps most famous for its role in the British Muslim community. Savile Town is one of the most racially homogeneous parts of Britain, not because everyone is an indigenous Yorkshire man or woman, but exactly the opposite. Savile Town has experienced significant white flight. The last census found only 48 out of 4,033 people living there were white. Many Muslim women who live there speak little or no English. Lots of them will have no contact with any person from another religion or culture. Many have been brought to the UK to wed the British men of South Asian heritage who have made this area their home. The wives have restricted lives, bringing up children, cooking for families, or going to women-only events at the huge local mosque. Even the lady selling ice creams from a van during the summer wears a burqa. You will see scores of boys in Islamic robes walking to and from lessons at the mosque, where for hours at a time they learn the Quran by heart. Every girl, even those of 6 and 7 playing in the park, is wrapped up in a hijab and shoulder-to-toe gown so no man can see her flesh. 8 of the 9 pubs in the area have shut because there are hardly any local customers who drink alcohol. The hair salon closed down long ago, the Western grocery and clothes shops too. Lorraine Matthews, one of the last non-Muslim residents, said, "I wouldn't go out at night on my own as it is dangerous if you're not from the Muslim community. It isn't sensible for a woman to walk there after dark. The Asian lads gather on the corners. They make you feel intimidated because they don't respect white women." A reporter asked a teenager wearing an Islamic cap and white robes over his jeans for directions to the mosque entrance. His response was to spit on the reporter and shout, "Go away, you shouldn't be here, don't come back." Jean Wood, 76 years old, a churchgoer, is one long-time resident who feels that she is being edged out. Her children beg her to move to an area where she can share her retirement with the kind of people she grew up with. At her neat home on the edge of Savile Town, she told the reporter of what happened a day after her husband died, suddenly while sitting at the kitchen table. He had not gone 24 hours when a Muslim neighbor pushed a note through the door saying she wanted to buy this house, she remembers. "We had lived here all our married life. I was grieving, although the note did not mention my loss. But I gathered my strength, I phoned the number on the piece of paper and said my home was not for sale and never would be in my lifetime." The area is also home to the Markazi Mosque, one of the largest mosques in Europe, which is run by Tablighi Jamaat. The mosque is the European headquarters of the Tablighi Jamaat movement, a non-political, global, Sunni, Islamic, missionary movement that focuses on urging Muslims to return to primary Sunni Islam, and particularly in matters of ritual, dress, and personal behavior. Tablighi Jamaat believes that Muslims are in a constant state of spiritual jihad. Tablighi Jamaat and the Markazi Mosque have been accused of promoting extremist Islamism and having links with Islamic terrorism in Britain. 3 of the 4 suicide bombers who carried out the July 2005 London bombings, including their leader, Mohammed Sadiq Khan, came from Savile Town. It was reported that they attended prayers at the Markazi Mosque, but the mosque's leaders, of course, denied. Savile Town is also the home of Britain's youngest convicted Islamist extremist, Hamad Mutsi. Hamad wanted to become a martyr by detonating a bomb that would kill non-believers. He also is the grandson of a senior Islamic Sharia judge. Savile Town was also the home of Britain's youngest suicide bomber, Talha Azmal. When he was 17 years old, he went to Iraq and blew himself up. Savile Town is also home to a Sunday League football club called Savile Town FC. Entire districts of British cities are becoming racially segregated as white populations move out and the proportion of ethnic minorities increases. The percentage of whites in Coventry fell from 78.3% in 2001 to 66.6% in 2011. In Blackburn, 76% were white in 2001, down to 66.5% in 2011. Some areas are said to be so segregated that 95% are now from ethnic minorities. In Birmingham in 2001, 65.6% of the population was white. In 2011 census, this dropped to 53.1%. In Luton, in 2001, 64% of all residents were white. In 2011, this dropped to 44.6%. In Slough, in 2001, 58.3% of the population was white. By 2011, it was down to 34.5%. I wonder, how long until white people become a minority in the UK and the new majority democratically takes over the government, the police and the military and decide to convert the UK into a traditional Islamic caliphate? A caliphate which will have nuclear weapons. Will it happen in 50 years or in 30 years or sooner? One thing is certain, it will happen within our lifetime. Not only to the UK, but to many other European countries. And we will experience the wonderful results of open borders and multiculturalism. We did not choose this. Our corrupt political elites chose this for us, together with the European Union and the United Nations globalists. The mainstream media and the social media scared us that someone might call us racist if we speak out. Media and social media controlled by people with dual citizenship. So we silently accepted to be replaced. In a few years, when we pass the point of no return, then our only choice will be to convert or to ask for asylum in Poland or Hungary. But today, we can still fight back by spreading awareness to other white people and voting for nationalist political parties. We owe it to ourselves, to our ancestors who died to protect our countries, but mostly to our children. They do not deserve to live frightened and hated in their own countries. Please spread this message. Share this video with your friends and your family.